How you spell it?
Kane, and then last name Brown. You know, BROW.
All right, y'all. So I want some feedback on Kane Brown. I actually haven't checked him out either because I'm not a big fan of country myself. But we'll check out some country. We don't want to discriminate. Matter of fact, I want to take this time since we freelance in this episode to plug something that I've been a little bit involved in at Listen Vision Studios. It's this thing called Quarantunes. Okay. So if anyone's listening and you're an artist of any genre, they have this contest going on 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They air live. And during this live show, they'll play 3 contestants. And they rate them live. They listen to them for the first time on the air. They play them. They stream it on Facebook. They stream it on their website. And they stream it on Instagram. And people they'll take votes from the audience. So you can submit your song and then tell all your people to tune in when the show is coming on, and they can listen to your song and you rate it 1 to 10. They average out your rating. One of the hosts rates it 1 to 10. The other host rates it 1 to 10, and they average out all 3 ratings, and that's your score.
That's pretty cool.
The winner every week wins $100. They send you $100 on Cash App. So if you're an artist and you're at home right now writing songs, recording songs, making new music, doing whatever it is that you do, you can actually get paid. There's one artist that's won 3 times already. They make $300. Yeah. So you can actually get money as an artist. You do have to submit $10 when you submit your song. So there's a $10 submission, but it's called.
And so every time you submit a song, you do have to pay the $10.
You do got to pay the $10.
Gotcha.
So, but there's an artist that won on Wednesday from the Midwest. They're not even from the DMV. They're from the Midwest. They did a whole song dedicated to the show, and that really won the attention from the judges.
Damn.
So, yeah, man, if you're an artist, there's been some country artists submit, R&B, rap. There hasn't been any pop submissions yet, but I would imagine they would appreciate it because one of the guys is an artist and the other one's a DJ. And then if you get your people to come in there and boost you up, Quarantunes is something for you to look into. I actually engineer the show, so that's my involvement.
Oh, shit, that's pretty dope. You know, one of the cool things that's happened with this whole quarantine shit is, you know, and that's what humans do. We evolve. And,
yes.
You know, it's like shit. There's no slowing down on new businesses that are popping up or new ways to make money via the internet, via, you know, conference calls like this and doing all that type of shit. Like, motherfuckers just found ways to do interesting things to get people's attention. And, you know, I think that's just one of the great things about our species. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can overcome obstacles.
That's actually what separates us from other species.
Or not is on us, but I'm sorry. What'd you say?
No. You're right. And I think the reason why we choose not to is because things are usually so cush that we don't have to. Everything's usually so Gucci, we don't have to. But it's times like these when you see when we're forced. Yeah, exactly. Bruh, I'm telling you right now, for everybody that knows, you'll find some of the most ingenuitous motherfuckers in the world in the prison systems in America because they don't got nothing but time. Yep. They don't have nothing but evolution working in their favor. You dig what I'm saying? So I mean, like, you'll find some serious ingenuity there, man. So I just hope everyone's finding a way to pass their time away. I know I passed some time away over the weekend with the NFL draft. Did you check the draft out at all?
I didn't.
You didn't check the draft out? Well, if you have been paying attention at all, I am a New York Giants fan.
Trent Williams went to San Francisco.
Trent Williams did go to San Francisco. I was going to ask you, how did you feel about Trent Williams going to San Francisco, bro?
I mean, I feel like he's been hurt a lot of the last few seasons. I just feel like he's always hurt. I mean, I love the guy. I think he's a great fit for the team, but like, he's always damn hurt.
He hasn't hurt that much. That's not fair. He was hurt last year.
Okay, but he was hurt. He was hurt a couple times, a couple seasons.
But you know his beef, though. His beef was that he was hurt because he had a cyst or some shit that they didn't tell him that he had because they wanted him to play. That was his beef.
I mean, if that's the case, that's fucked up from the organization.
All right. Well, the Redskins are known for being a fucked up ass organization. We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the draft today. We're not going to talk about the fucking Redskins today.
I know you ain't going to talk about the Giants.
We are going to talk about the Giants, asshole. The Giants drafted Andrew Thomas from Georgia.
Right. He ain't waste no time. He like, I'm going to let y'all know.
Right into talking about my team, you fucking assholes. And if you don't like it, I don't care. You listen to me talk about the Giants. And if you turn off the radio right now, your radio's going to blow up. So listen.
I actually like the Giants.
Thank you. We drafted Andrew Thomas in the first round, and we drafted Xavier McKinney in the second round. He's a safety from Alabama, and he's a clone of Landon Collins. So we did send Landon Collins to the Redskins, so we got a Landon Collins clone from Alabama. We'll take it. Now,
y'all gonna take whatever you get. Shit.
All right, exactly. With the record we had last year, we'll take anything. We'll take whatever the football gods decide to bless us, if there's even a legit season this year. Now, with all of that said, and all that happiness and all that joy that I just spread into my heart and my soul, we did get another offensive tackle in the third round. We did get a guard in the fifth round. And the reason why we picked so many offensive linemen, because the bullshit ass Washington, whatever racist name, Redskins, whatever they call.
Don't go there with that bullshit. Don't go there with that bullshit. You sound like a lot of Philly fans.
Whatever
I know our rednecks
fucking
calling us racist. Come on, yo.
These motherfuckers drafted Chase Baby Genius Young from Ohio State. Baby Jesus, excuse me. I call him genius. He's not a genius. He's Jesus.
Is it? He walk on water and shit?
That man walks on water.
Jesus walk on water.
Jumps off that water. He jumps on the neck of your quarterback. This young specimen of a man is a large, fast freak of nature that's going to be haunting my quarterback's backfield for seasons to come. Oh my gosh. I
did hear about that pickup, but once again, I don't know much about sports, so I didn't know how important it was. But I did hear about that pickup because it made a big deal.
Yes. Chase Young is a big deal. He's a game changer. He's a franchise changer. He is your new Sean Taylor. Go out and buy your Chase Young jerseys.
He's going to be a beast.
Let me tell you something. I am scared of Chase Young the way that I was scared of RG3 before I knew that he was RG Knee.
Yeah. Wow.
No shade though. I was scared as fuck of RG3 when he came out of Baylor, boy, back in 2012. I thought it was over. I thought it was a wrap.
There was a lot of media hype built into that.
No. RG3 just never been hit by an NFL person before,
right?
And that was
he lost a lot of respect too from his teammates. I think.
Yeah, but he was putting a tough
special little requests was getting happening for him.
He was drafted, and then Kirk Cousins was also drafted the exact same year. Could you imagine if they drafted Lamar Jackson and then drafted some other like Drew Brees prototype or something like in the same? The Ravens handled the Ravens are the first team to handle and I don't want to be not PC, but I'm not a politician, so I'm gonna just say it. They're the first team to handle a black quarterback the right way, in my opinion so far. The Cardinals are also doing it the same way, but the Ravens are saying to themselves, we are going to play to this quarterback's athletic strengths instead of trying to make him into being the prototypical quarterback, quote unquote, that thrives off of other athletic strengths.
Right.
Dan Marino, you know what I'm saying? John Elway, fucking Troy Aikman, all these GOAT names that you hear about as quarterbacks of old school, they don't have the skill set of Lamar Jackson. They don't have the skill set of Mike Vick. They don't have the skill set of RG3. So the offense should be structured differently.
Right. I see what you're saying, and I agree with that.
And the Ravens were the first team to say, we're not going to try to change you into being someone else. We're going to construct our offense around you. We're going to actually sign RG3 as your backup. We're actually going to bring in another running back that's just going to that knows the system and is going to just be a smart person. He's not a person who's necessarily the best athlete in the league, but he's smart. And he's going to work with you, with Mark Ingram. Man,
makes sense.
So we're going to see what happens. Chase Young is now at the Redskins. The Redskins generally have a history of mishandling athletes, but this is the
terrible history of that.
There's a large history of that. You guys suck.
That's a terrible history.
Oh, I thought you said there's no history.
You know why? Because we're in D.C. And you want to talk about the most corrupt city in the world? It's right here.
Almost.
It only makes sense that our teams are going to be just as mismanaged and corrupt.
Chicago might got DC beat. Chicago might got DC beat. Maybe. But I don't want to get the wrath of Chicago because Chi-Town will bust your ass, and I don't want no smoke. So the Redskins did do some other things in the draft. They got a bunch of other players I don't know. The draft was done virtually. There were some funny things I saw that came from the draft. I don't know if you saw this, but I wish I had the players in front of me. There's one meme going around of a player getting a phone call, and his girlfriend reached for the phone to pick it up, and he was on the phone already. He very casually took that from her, like, "No, bitch, please don't touch my phone." Thank you. He didn't even look at her though. That's what I loved about it. It was so G. He didn't even look at her.
And where's mine?
So why would she even think that she could reach? Wait a minute. Your boyfriend just got drafted into the NFL. Why are you reaching for his other phone?
She thinks she's important.
She claimed she saw that it was another GM or an executive or someone from another team and thought that she could answer it for him. And he was like, no. Relax. Now, this chick was just dating Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks, the point guard from the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is Trae Young's ex. So this chick, clearly, I'm not mad at her. You know, she's an ambitious dater. I'd rather, if I had a daughter...
Get around, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, for all those that have daughters, please put on your earmuffs for just 1 second. If you got a daughter, she's going to have sex one day. And if you're going to have a daughter having sex, I'd rather her, you know, be ambitious. Try to get someone that's a millionaire. You know, why not?
You know, and this is what I'm going to say. I got a daughter. And see, I'm going to take it even farther. If she going to fuck one day, yeah, that's going to happen. Check this out, though.
I so hate to hear you say that because she feels like she's my daughter, too. She's like my niece or something, but continue.
She is your damn niece. I mean, you Uncle P, I mean, shit. But at the end of the damn day, like, look, I know my daughter going to do what she going to do. She getting older. It is what it is. I don't know necessarily I want her to be with the richest dude. I just want her to be with a good motherfucker.
All right, so here we go. I'm about to ask you a fucking cringy-ass question. I'm about to ask you a cringy-ass, real-ass question live on the Child's Play fucking podcast.
Only here on Child's Play Podcast will you hear this.
All right. So you have a daughter. Now, when your daughter's an adult, if, let's just say, now, I agree. Let's just, first of all, let's establish. LuchoSpeax said he wants whoever his daughter's with, you want her to be with someone that's good, a good person. Okay? Right. Let's just establish that's what... Obviously, that's established because if he's not good, I don't care if he plays in the NBA, if he plays in the NFL, it's going to be a race to see who gets to him first, me or you, if he does some fucked up shit. So I don't care what he does. Now, we got all that out the way. How would you feel if your daughter was only attracted to like NFL players? Like she only dated like it was like she could date the same dude that, you know, he looks exactly the same age, but she's only attracted to the guy who's like got like an NFL future.
So this is how real I am. I'm gonna love her and support her either way. But yeah, I'm be like, you a bit of a gold digger, aren't you? You a bit of a gold digger, aren't you?
What's wrong with a little gold diggage?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. The only thing I would caution her on, and I'd caution any female on this, is ain't nothing wrong with getting a guy that makes good money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you have to make sure that if them guys ain't around, that you're able to take care of yourself. You shouldn't depend on being with somebody like that. Because what happens if you ain't with somebody like that? You need to